Hey there, my dear friend, can I ask you something personal? Have you ever sat by the window with a warm cup of tea, staring out at the sky and thinking, I still have so much of the world I want to see? You're not alone. Whether it's the white sand beaches of the Caribbean, the golden temples of Thailand, or just a road trip to visit the grandkids in another state, there's something magical about travel, isn't there? After all, you've spent a lifetime working hard, raising a family, and handling responsibilities. Now, these are your golden years. It's your time to explore, to discover, to feel young again. But here's the truth that many people won't tell you: traveling after the age of 70 comes with hidden dangers. Not to scare you, but to protect you. And today, because I care deeply about your safety and well-being, I want to gently walk you through 5 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that every senior must know before their next trip. These aren't meant to discourage you, but to empower you. To help you travel smarter, safer, and with more joy in your heart. Let's start with something that often gets overlooked. Danger number 1, silent dehydration, the invisible travel companion. Let me ask, how much water do you usually drink when you're on a trip? If you're like many older travelers, the answer is, probably not enough. You see, as we age, our sense of thirst naturally diminishes. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you might already be dehydrated. Now, combine that with airplane cabins that suck the moisture out of your body, different climates, irregular eating schedules, and sometimes even avoiding water so you don't have to find a restroom in unfamiliar places. Suddenly, you're in a danger zone, and you don't even know it. Dehydration in older adults can cause dizziness, confusion, low blood pressure, and even lead to falls or fainting, especially in hot climates or at high altitudes. According to the National Institutes of Health, older adults are more vulnerable because of reduced kidney function and changes in body composition. One woman I spoke with, a lovely 74-year-old named Carol, went on a cruise to Alaska. She was having a wonderful time until one morning she felt lightheaded and confused. She fainted while getting dressed. Turns out, she hadn't had enough fluids for over a day. No one thought to remind her, and she didn't think she was thirsty. So what's the lesson here, my friend? Always hydrate. Keep a refillable water bottle with you at all times. Set a little alarm on your phone if needed. Don't wait to feel thirsty, drink water regularly. Especially on flights, in hot or dry destinations, and if you're taking medications that increase urination. Your safety starts with the simplest habits. Danger number 2, blood clots on long flights, the economy class syndrome. Let's talk about airplanes for a minute. Flying may be convenient, but it can also be a silent trap for seniors. Have you ever heard of deep vein thrombosis, DVT for short? It's a blood clot that usually forms in the legs during long periods of inactivity, like sitting on a plane for hours. That clot can break free and travel to the lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism. It's rare, yes. But after 70, the risk goes up significantly. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, confirms that older adults, especially those over 60, are at a higher risk of developing blood clots on long flights. Add in medical conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, or past surgeries, and the danger becomes very real. So how do you protect yourself? Here's what I tell all my friends before they fly: wear compression socks. They help keep the blood flowing in your legs. Move every hour. Walk up and down the aisle, or do little foot and leg exercises in your seat. Stay hydrated. Yes, we're circling back to that again, because it's that important. Avoid alcohol and sedatives before and during flights. They slow circulation and increase your risk, and if your doctor recommends it, you might even need to take a blood thinner before long flights. I know travel is exciting, but don't let excitement cause you to forget your body's needs. Danger number 3, medication mismanagement in transit. Let me paint a picture. You're on a beautiful train ride through the countryside in Italy. The sun is shining, the hills are rolling, and you feel like you're in a movie. Then suddenly, you realize your pills are back at the hotel. Or worse, you took your evening medication in the morning because of the time difference, and now you're dizzy, nauseous, or worse. Medication mismanagement is one of the biggest hidden dangers for senior travelers. Time zones, jet lag, unusual schedules, and even language barriers can lead to dangerous mistakes. In fact, the American Society of Consultant Pharmacists reports that medication-related problems are a leading cause of ER visits among older adults abroad. You don't want that kind of interruption on your trip, do you? Here's what I always recommend: create a medication schedule before you leave, adjusting for time zone changes. Your pharmacist can help with this. Use a pill organizer with compartments for each day. Bring extra medication. More than you need, just in case. Carry meds in your carry-on, never in checked baggage, and please, bring a list of all your medications, dosages, and your doctor's contact information. If anything happens, that list could save your life. You've worked too hard to be taken down by something so easily preventable. Danger number 4, fall risks in unfamiliar places. You and I both know, a fall at our age can change everything. Now imagine you're in a hotel room with unfamiliar steps, slippery tiles in the bathroom, or uneven sidewalks in a historic village somewhere. Falls are the number 1 cause of injury in people over 70, and when you travel, those risks multiply. I remember one gentleman, George, an 82-year-old with the energy of someone half his age, who took a dream trip to Mexico. On his first night, he slipped on the wet floor of his hotel bathroom and broke his hip. His trip was over, and his recovery took months. So here's how you can protect yourself: bring non-slip socks or travel slippers with grip soles, pack a small flashlight for nighttime bathroom trips in unfamiliar hotel rooms, use the handrails on stairs, always request a ground floor room or one with an elevator. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not being a burden, you're being smart. One of the most powerful things we can do as we get older is plan ahead, not out of fear, but out of love for ourselves. Danger number 5, travel insurance gaps, a risk not worth taking. Let me ask, do you really know what your travel insurance covers? Most people assume Medicare will cover them if they get sick abroad, but that's not true. In fact, original Medicare does not provide coverage outside the US, except in very limited circumstances. That means if you get sick or injured overseas, you could be stuck with a huge medical bill, or worse, unable to get the care you need. Travel insurance for seniors is more than just trip cancellation protection. It can cover medical emergencies, evacuations, and even bringing a loved one to be with you if you're hospitalized far from home. The key is this: read the fine print. Make sure your policy covers pre-existing conditions, medical evacuation, and the full duration of your trip. I always tell folks, if you can afford to travel, you can afford the insurance to protect that trip. Don't gamble with your health or your peace of mind. Phew. I know this has been a lot to take in, my friend, but I want you to know, I'm not saying these things to scare you. I'm saying them because I care. Because your adventures matter. And your safety is worth preparing for. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to outsmart these dangers with confidence, practical tools, and a travel plan tailored for your beautiful, adventurous spirit, because travel after 70 can be one of the most enriching chapters of your life. Welcome back, my dear friend. You're still here, and that tells me something very special about you. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. You believe, just like I do, that life doesn't stop at 70. In fact, it just gets more precious. Every moment, every journey, every sunrise in a new place, it all matters more. In the last chapter, we talked about 5 hidden dangers that can sneak up on us when we travel after 70. And let me tell you, I've met so many people who said, I wish someone had told me this before. That's why we're having this heart-to-heart today. Now it's time to shift gears. Let's talk about solutions. About smart strategies. About how you, yes, you, can travel safer, feel stronger, and enjoy your trips with more confidence than ever before. We're going to tackle each of those 5 dangers one by one, and show you exactly how to beat them. Grab a cozy seat, maybe a pen if you like taking notes, and let's dive in. Point 1. Outsmarting dehydration, your personal hydration game plan. Remember how we talked about silent dehydration? Well, beating it starts before your suitcase is even packed. Here's what I recommend. As someone who's walked this path with hundreds of older travelers, start hydrating the day before your trip. Don't wait until you're on the plane to drink water. Think of it like fueling up a car. You want your body well prepped and running smoothly. Now, once you're on your way, try this simple trick: bring a collapsible water bottle. They're light, easy to refill after airport security, and a gentle reminder to keep sipping. Look for bottles that have time markers, so you can see how much you've had throughout the day. Also, don't rely on just water. Sometimes, we lose electrolytes, especially in hot climates. So toss a couple of electrolyte packets in your bag. They're easy to mix into water and help your body absorb fluids more efficiently. And here's something I learned from a 76-year-old traveler named Helen. She sets a reminder on her phone every 2 hours: drink 5 sips of water. Simple. Gentle. But it works because you, my friend, deserve to feel refreshed and energized, not foggy or faint. Point 2. Preventing blood clots, move that beautiful body. Okay, let's talk about planes again, and buses, and trains, and even long car rides. Remember that blood clot risk. Here's how we sidestep it. First, compression socks. I know they don't sound glamorous, but let me tell you, they're miracle workers. They gently squeeze your lower legs to help blood keep flowing. And now they come in fun patterns too. Why not travel with a little flair? Right, next, get moving. Every hour on a flight or long trip, stand up. Walk a little. Stretch your calves. Flex your feet up and down. If you're stuck in your seat, you can still circle your ankles, point and flex your toes, lift your knees one at a time, like marching in place, and, this might sound small, but it's big, avoid crossing your legs for long periods. That restricts blood flow. One more tip. If your doctor has mentioned blood thinners, ask if they recommend a dose before a long flight. It might not be for everyone, but for some, it's life-saving. We're not just getting there, we're arriving strong. 3. Managing medications on the move, the travel pill plan. This one's near and dear to my heart, because I've seen how even the smallest mistake can cause a big health scare. So let's make it simple. Step 1. Create a clear medication schedule before you leave. If you're changing time zones, write out what time you should take each med in local time. Not sure? Your pharmacist can help you figure it out in minutes. Step 2. Use a weekly pill organizer. Not only does it help you stay on track, but you can see what you've taken and what you haven't. It removes the guesswork. Step 3. Bring extra. I always tell people, if your trip is 7 days, bring 10 days of medication. You never know if a flight gets delayed or a storm reroutes you, and please, my friend, carry your medications in your personal bag, never your checked luggage. I've heard too many stories of lost bags and panicked phone calls. Also, make a list, the name of each medication, the dosage, and when you take it. Keep a copy in your wallet, and another in your suitcase. If anything happens, whether you need a refill or you're taken to a clinic, this list can speak for you when you can't. You've come too far to let one little pill ruin your adventure. 4. Fall prevention, making unfamiliar places safer. Here's something I tell everyone over 70, you have every right to ask for safety. You're not being fussy. You're being wise. Before you book a hotel or rental, ask, do you have rooms on the ground floor? Are there grab bars in the bathroom? Is there an elevator? Are the walkways well lit and even? You'd be amazed how many places are happy to help if you just ask. And here's what you can pack to make it even safer: a small night light for hotel rooms, no more fumbling in the dark. A rubber bath mat or non-slip stickers for slippery tubs. Your own cane or travel walker if you use one, many fold up easily now, and yes, those non-slip socks I mentioned earlier. Don't leave home without them. A fall can take away months of your life, but most falls are preventable with a little planning. You deserve to explore with confidence. And I promise you, there is no shame in prioritizing your safety. 5. Choosing the right travel insurance, what to look for. Let's talk dollars and peace of mind. I know insurance can feel confusing and expensive. But skipping it, that's like driving without a seatbelt. So here's what to look for in a senior-friendly travel insurance plan. White heavy checkmark emergency medical coverage, at least $50,000 is ideal. White heavy checkmark medical evacuation and repatriation coverage. White heavy checkmark coverage for pre-existing conditions. White heavy checkmark trip interruption/cancellation coverage. White heavy checkmark 24/7 emergency assistance hotline. Ask the company directly, will you cover me if I go to the hospital in another country? If they hesitate or speak in circles, walk away, and if you travel a lot, look into multi-trip annual policies. They're often cheaper and cover every trip for a year. One woman I know, 81-year-old Joyce, broke her ankle hiking in Portugal. Her travel insurance paid for her surgery, rehab, and even a business-class flight home with her leg elevated. Without it, she would have owed tens of thousands. So please, dear friend, don't travel without that safety net. It's not just about money, it's about dignity and peace of mind. Now, take a deep breath with me. Feels good, doesn't it? You've just armed yourself with tools, wisdom, and confidence. The kind that comes from experience. The kind that says, I'm not done exploring. I'm just getting better at it. In our final chapter, I'll show you how to create a senior-friendly travel checklist and share some powerful encouragement to help you step boldly into the next chapter of your life, with joy, safety, and wonder. Welcome back, dear friend. We've come a long way together in this conversation. And if you're still here with me now, it means something beautiful. It means you're someone who believes that your story isn't over yet. That there's still so much of the world you want to see, and so much of yourself you still want to discover. And let me tell you something important before we go any further. I admire you. Truly. Because even just thinking about traveling after 70, when so many voices out there say, stay home, take it easy, slow down, takes courage. But you're not here to slow down. You're here to live, and now, you're going to live smarter. Safer. Stronger. So in this final chapter, I want to give you something practical, a senior-friendly travel safety checklist you can use for every trip you take from here on out. Then, I want to leave you with a heartfelt message, something I believe you need to hear today. Let's start with your checklist. Airplane, your senior-friendly travel safety checklist. Print this out or copy it into your phone. Trust me, it's worth it. Small blue diamond before you book. Is the hotel senior accessible? Elevator, grab bars, non-slip surfaces. Are activities age-appropriate and not overly strenuous? Do you have access to medical care in the area? Is it a climate your body can handle comfortably? Small blue diamond health prep. Visit your doctor at least 2 to 4 weeks before your trip. Update prescriptions and request extra medication refills. Ask your doctor about vaccinations needed for your destination. Get a note from your doctor listing medical conditions and medications. Small blue diamond packing essentials. 7 to 10 days worth of medications in original containers. A list of medications, dosages, and emergency contacts. Compression socks and comfortable walking shoes. Travel insurance documents and a copy of your passport. Non-slip socks, flashlight, and night light for your room. Water bottle and electrolyte drink packets. Small blue diamond travel day prep. Set hydration reminders on your phone. Stretch and walk every hour on long journeys. Take a small bag with meds, snacks, ID, and a sweater or shawl. Carry travel insurance info with you at all times. Small blue diamond at your destination. Know the local emergency number. It's not always 911. Keep your phone charged and carry a power bank. Take your time, don't rush, and rest often. Stay aware of your surroundings. Stay connected with a loved one back home daily. That's your toolbox, right there. Simple. Solid. Senior smart, because you don't just deserve to travel, you deserve to do it safely and joyfully. Now, before we end this time together, I want to speak to your heart for just a moment. You see, I know that traveling after 70 can stir up all kinds of feelings. Maybe you've lost someone who used to travel with you. Maybe you feel nervous about your body not keeping up like it used to. Or maybe, deep down, you've started to wonder, is it too late for me? And to that, I say this, absolutely not. It is not too late. If anything, now is exactly the right time, because now, you travel with wisdom. With deeper appreciation. Now, every sunset means more. Every conversation, every new friend, every quiet moment watching waves roll in, it all means more. You have more freedom than you've ever had before. You've earned it. You've lived for it, and the world. Oh, my friend, the world is still waiting for you. It doesn't have to be some grand tour of Europe. Maybe it's a quiet beach in Florida. A trip to see the grandkids. A weekend getaway with an old friend. Whatever it is, go. Don't wait for perfect health or perfect timing. You are the perfect traveler, just as you are, right now, and if you're worried, that's okay. Be cautious, but don't let fear write the ending of your story. Let wonder do that. So let me leave you with this: wherever you go next, go prepared. Go safe, but more than anything, go boldly, because the world still needs your smile. Your stories. Your presence. You're not done exploring, my friend. Not even close, and I'll be right here cheering you on, every step of the way. Until next time, travel safe, stay strong, and never stop dreaming. Yellow heart. With all my heart, your friend on the journey.